Greetings, Slacker. September Man here, and in this video I wanted to talk about, I did a video earlier talking about these N95 masks when this pandemic first kicked off. And so I told you the work environment that I'm in, I have to wear one to protect my lungs from inhaling airborne particles that could border on chronic exposure. You know, it's very similar, excuse me there, if you heard that. Um, ooh, I drank something before I came outside, but continuing. Um, N95 masks, you know, they help to block heavy particulates from going inhaled into the lungs. And right now you see a lot of people walking around with face masks everywhere you go. I've said it before and I'll say it again. They've turned face masks into a fashion trend to get, you know, basically the masses to adopt it quicker. And so it's just interesting, you know, you're rolling down the street and you pull up next to someone sitting at a stoplight and they're sitting there and they have a face mask on in their car. Now your car has a recirculator. Well, let me take that back. Not all cars have recirculators. Most cars that I would say are probably 2000 forward have a recirculator on them. And what a recirculator does is it just takes the outside, it prevents the outside air from coming in, and it'll recirculate the inner cabin air. And so you have a filter, an in-cabin filter that helps to filter that air out. And also when you switch it back to accepting outside air, that air comes in through the filter, so that way you're not basically inhaling rocks that are, you know, part of the gravel that gets kicked up off of the road. So it's just interesting that people are, you know, like I said, driving around with these face masks on. And in a way, it's alarming because some people really believe in this COVID-19, aka the Rona. I don't know who the hell came up with that, but it's stupid. Everybody's saying it. But the coronavirus, you know, a lot of people are swallowing the hype. It really goes to show you how powerful the media is and also how dangerous the media is, because think about it. A lot of these people, if you ask them, hey, would you ever kill someone? They would most likely tell you, no, I would never, you know, harm another person. But the truth is, if they're wearing a face mask, that means that they're open to suggestion. And what if the media rattled off something dangerous, you know, some type of command, you know, some type of dangerous suggestion? It happens all the time. People watch TV and then they go out and they do something stupid. I call it social stupidity. Let me enter that one for the record. Since we're talking about social distancing, let's talk about social stupidity, okay? Because what I'm seeing on a grand scale is social stupidity. You know, you go into the store, these people look spooked, they're walking around, and I read an article, I believe it was the Jerusalem Post, and if I'm wrong, don't quote me there, but I'll show you the headline here, and it's talking about the dangers of wearing face masks. And so you cut the oxygenation rate of your blood by wearing face masks all the time. If you reduce the level of oxygen in your blood, you lower the immune system. You lower the immune system, you now become susceptible to other bacteria, pathogens, viruses, you know, you name it. So, you know, when they talk about a second wave coming, is it possible that they know that there's going to be a second wave coming? Because number one, people aren't getting out, and then they're wearing face masks and they're cutting their oxygen rate low. And you know, for you guys out there, I got to say something. You know, I see, you know, boyfriends and girlfriends walking around and they got their face masks on. They're all matching and everything. And, you know, you might think that's real cute, but it's really not. Because as the man, you should be the leader. You should be getting information. You should be calling out, catching, and stopping bullshit when you see it. And I know I'll probably get some pushback on this because some of you believe what you see out of the TV. Some of you believe the stories that you're hearing from nurses in hospitals. I, on the other hand, do not. And I have my ways of getting information. And I'll just tell you, I believe this whole thing is a hoax. It's accomplished a lot. And we'll talk about that in another video. But I just wanted to get this off my chest about these freaking face masks. It is just social stupidity to the max. But those are my thoughts. What are yours? Leave those down in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.